Bring in Chief Exec of Ryanair, Michael O'Leary. A very different problem for you, Mr. O'Leary, but nevertheless, huge problems with the airlines. What's the situation this morning?
Good morning, Kay. Enjoyed your last interview. Well done. Situation is not huge chaos. There is undoubtedly problems, particularly at a number of UK airports, most notably Manchester, Heathrow and Gatwick, where either the airport security or the baggage handling providers are short-staffed. That is causing pinch points. But it's important to keep some context here. 95% of all flights are getting away. They are delayed by ATC and airport and handling delays, but they are getting away. People are getting to their destinations. Some airlines are cancelling a small proportion of their flights, between 5 and 10%, which is deeply regrettable. But this is one of the byproducts of the struggle to recover smoothly from 2 years of COVID lockdowns and government mismanagement over there.
We spoke to the government minister yesterday. You say it's to do with Brexit. He says that's absolute nonsense.
It's not. It's completely to do with Brexit. I mean, an awful lot of these pinch points would be resolved very quickly and very rapidly if we could bring in European workers to do the jobs that, frankly, people in the UK are not applying for and don't want to do. This has always been the way the UK has provided our manned and staffed its transport industry, and it is the way forward. If we can't attract people to do those jobs, like baggage handling, like security at the airports, we're going to have to bring in workers, whether it's from Ireland or from continental Europe, to do them. And Brexit is one of the big bugbears in the system. It has introduced enormous labour market inflexibility in the UK, and there are hundreds of thousands of jobs in the UK that, frankly, British workers don't want to do.
OK. How long do you see the problem continuing for?
I think this problem is going to continue, particularly at those airports like Gatwick and Heathrow, right throughout the summer. I mean, it will be worse at weekends. It will be better during the week. There are less problems at airports like Stansted. Ryanair is operating a full schedule. We're fully staffed with pilots and cabin crew. But even we last weekend suffered 24% of our flights were delayed by air traffic control delays. Another 15% of flights were delayed by airport and handling delays. So I think it is going to be a struggle through the summer. The airlines, the UK airlines, BA, EasyJet, TUI, Ryanair and others, we will get 90-95% of, well, Ryanair will get nearly 100% of our people to their destinations, albeit with delays, but it will be a less than satisfactory experience, and this problem will not be resolved until we start allowing European workers to come in and do the jobs that, frankly, UK people no longer wish to do.
The government says it's the airline industry's fault, nothing to do with them. They gave you loads of money during COVID.
It's the government's response to everything. Look, this government couldn't run a sweet shop. I think in Grant Shapps has ably demonstrated that this morning. The airlines, Ryanair, we're fully staffed. We're not cancelling any flights. We expect to run a full schedule. In fact, we added 200 extra flights yesterday for the remainder of June and the early part of July to rescue passengers whose flights have been disrupted by cancellations being made by other airlines. And the problem here is not one of the airlines making. You've had this government, we've been locked up for 2 years. They introduced their bogus traffic light system that never made any sense and never worked during COVID. Just as we were emerging out of COVID with the Omicron variant and we were locked down again over Christmas, as we emerge out of Christmas, we're beginning to recruit again, and then Russia invades Ukraine. And the problem here, the government believes the problem is the airlines. Look, the airlines want to fly passengers to their destinations. In Ryanair's case, we're fully staffed up. Stansted and many of our other airports in the UK are doing a great job. But we are hidebound and hamstrung by a government that is so desperate to show that Brexit has been a success when it's been an abject failure, will not allow us to bring in European workers to do these jobs.
Out of time, Mr. Leary. Good to talk to you as always. Thank you for joining us on the programme.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Thanks very much indeed. If you've only just joined us, my goodness me, have you missed some testy interviews this morning? The government minister accusing me of wanting to take the country back into the 1970s. And I can't even begin to tell you what the unions were saying. Stay tuned and find out.